absolutely remarkable noise. Remarkable front one poking as it goes. Much like its newer counterpart just behind as well.
No, this is the new version.
Incredibly supercharged Mustang making its way down through the little chicane bale that we've got there. To be also placed at the end of the run now. Usually they're 5 litre V8 supercharged tuning companies with 750 brake horsepower to begin with. This vehicle certainly doesn't have. So until 1972, it was the most sold car in history. Really long, swooping bonnet, the wheel arches go all the way down to the cab. Just behind, a 6 litre V12 Jaguar XJS, registration F68 GWB, made in 1989.
I think you got a picture of people then. Yes.
And then we've got, giving everybody a wave just behind that, the Jaguar F-Type, which is the 4.2 coupe.
And it's got a roof!
And suddenly we jump forward to the modern age with the Jaguar F-Pace R-Sport.
It says anyone who gets convertible is going to take.
It's a fantastic burnout being done before the line as well, which you're all going to see in a moment, I'm sure. You want the Jaguar XJ220, one of the fastest cars in the world when it arrived. Fastest production car ever made, when a hell of a noise and looking good. One of the prettiest cars money can buy today, the Jaguar F-Type. With its V6 engine, a very high revving machine, and it's being done by Grant Williams in the Jaguar Mark 1.
Well, it's him that does the burnout for the tyres.
Unbelievable. Absolutely. Back then was a lot. Doesn't seem that much nowadays, but still, certainly a fantastic machine there. The 313 horsepower XJS, followed by the gorgeous E-Type Series 2 4.2 coupe. And that incredible sound coming from the Jaguar XJ220 3.5 litre V6 twin turbo. We're going to have an even more powerful engine at certain points with the XJ2. And listen to the noise that it makes as well. Squeals and winds its head off.
You can't treat a car at age like that. Good.
Lovely donuts as well, nicely controlled. We had a few in the rehearsal this morning that weren't so tidy, so it's nice to see Grant showing them how it's done. Comes to a stop, flicks it back around, and I imagine he's going to style that out and get going. He is. Nicely done, it's almost like he knows what he's doing. To celebrate that partnership, 5.2 litre twin turbo V12, nearly 700 horsepower, no 7, and watch this thing go. It is an absolute missile, like I said before about the Rolls-Royce Ghost. Cars that big should be in the list, which is the Lotus Esprit Turbo, around 200 horsepower. Plenty of iterations of the Lotus Esprit Midget. Less than a 1 litre engine in this car. The originals had 46 brake horsepower, but it's such a charming little car. Vantage flies past as well. 2005 registration on this machine. It really doesn't feel like it's that long. Rasa, which comes from the Latin phrase tabula, very tasty indeed. Now, as you can tell, the McLaren 720S that's just left the line is definitely not powered by electricity or hydrogen. It's got 8 horsepower. That McLaren itself is actually Daniel Ricciardo's own McLaren 720S, I've been told. Another interesting machine leaving the line is the Xenos E10S. Now this is a Ford EcoBoost 2 litre engine, 250 horsepower, and Rolls-Royce Silver goes from 1910. This car was originally called the 40-50 to denote the horsepower that it had, but was later upgraded to about 80 horsepower. Doesn't quite roll off the top as nicely as a silver finish line ride. Absolutely. It is a very, very odd looking little car, to be honest. Kind of similar in ways to the GN Spider that we just saw, but it's got a very distinctive nose shape about its tail, aerodynamics. And again, this very low, raspy note that it makes. And then of course something okay. But a really compact little car. Certainly a stylish machine as well. Love the sort of purple finish on that actually. We continue with Austin's as well. It's a phenomenal race car. They were really, really quick. litre V8 on the list of Chevrolet. Incredible car. The example of that car sold to the right buyer. In 1959, Maserati Birdcage making an absolute racket. We have the three Wheeler Morgans that are part of this list. The first of which that has just left the line is the 1934 Morgan Family 4. Now, apparently some of them were not ever big enough to actually fit 4 people in, but there's just a small carpeted area behind the front seats. So sorry, this is not the brand new one, this is the 2012 Morgan 3-wheeler V-twin S, 2-litre V-twin engine, 82 horsepower, was produced between 2011 and 2021. The newest iteration of this machine. Look at the colour of this as well, that beautiful satin metallics finish. This is the newest Morgan Super 3, 1.4 litre inline 3 engine with 100 power, funnily enough. The car you just saw was the wonderful 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air. Think you go in a straight line or not? Leaving the line just after is the 1966 Ford Mustang, 4.7 litre V8. Chevrolet Impala convertible V8. And there's a fantastic display of the hydraulics underneath this car, which can make it bounce around and lead this way and that way. It's a real style icon for American vehicles. A hell of a lot of fun as well, look at that. Lovely stuff as they can bounce it out of the demo area and just under the bridge as they go up the hill.
It was lower and raised it.
And there you go, they're lifting the front end of the car up as well. It'd be really handy if you're trying to work on it, wouldn't it?
Where is it?
Very interesting livery on the Civic as well, actually. Looks like a gorgeous machine though. It's a fantastic example of it. 7 Corvette C1, absolutely beautiful example this. And if you look closely at the back of the car, you'll see that what comes off the rear fender is actually the exhaust poke out of the sort of middle part near where the bumpers are. It's a very interesting design. That is the lack of bumper, I should add. White wall tyres on it as well, a real Chevrolet 6.2 metre V8 engine in the back, and it's the first rear, well mid-engine Corvette that has ever been available. They're normally front-engine cars, Corvettes, very traditionally. It's called the T-Bucket because the body itself, or the shell, is old car as this. It's a 1959 Cadillac Professional. Interestingly, these cars are actually sold as an unfinished kit for coach builders to actually complete themselves. Can you imagine trying to get away with that at one stage? Quite impressed that it's got a turning circle that it can actually get around the demo area, to be honest with you, without knocking the hay bale or the bridge over. So they've done a good job, and off they go back up the run. The originals and the remake, when they stole the cars, which I don't condone that you do, they used to give them all different names, and Eleanor was the final Mustang which got stolen within those films, and was nicknamed as such. Become a bit of an icon ever since.
Hello.
And the whole ethos that AMC seemed to be following at this time when they built these cars was put a massive engine in it with a tiny amount of horsepower and make it really heavy. Speaking of heavy, well, legacy that comes with the DeLorean, isn't there? The DMC-12, absolutely amazing car, and it's great to see it in its full back to the future spec as well, with everything on offer, and of course the gull-wing doors as well. The DeLorean itself was actually not a very successful car when it came to the market, but still, it became an absolute icon thanks to Back to the Future. The car itself back in the day was 20. The high camper as well, followed by the Volkswagen 181 Thing, a very lightweight vehicle actually, that at the time cost $3,000 and was made as an amphibian. There were 6 originals made for the TV show, the 80, with a 4.5 films, and much was in the weekend if you stick with us. We also have the Lamborghini Countach, which is now making its way up 12 with the other car that's just left the line, which is the beautiful Lamborghini Miura. Incredible design, almost looked like it had eyelashes in the headlights. A very, very elegant car. In 5 the top is the 1.8 litre, yes really, Alfa Romeo 4C. Looks like it should have a big VD V8 in the back of it, but no. That is not the case. Of McLaren's 570S Cabriolet, say the word properly, has only made the V8 version until 2012, after making the V10 an option on some of the cars.
I love this.
Now, if you like garish Porsches and blokes with cones on their head, then you're going to really enjoy this Porsche 992 Turbo S Cabriolet. Now, the Turbo S is one of the most absolutely outrageous specified Porsches that you can get. I'm not sure whether that is a factory colour or not, but it doesn't seem like Porsche would do that. Is the Pulse GT1. This incredible machine was developed to basically take on GT1 racing regulations in FIA GT championships a long old time ago. Making a humongous racket as the exhaust almost wobbles off it in typical fashion is the TVR Tuscan 1 litre 6-cylinder engine. Next up, Ferrari 488 GTB, replacing the Ferrari 458. Certainly looks nice as well, in the understated sort of silvery grey. Signature papaya orange that you can buy these McLarens in. McLaren does an amazing job with their current jaw droppers category by the look of it. The start line becomes very, very barren. I'm going to hand back down to my genuine Formula 1 car from back in the day, finishing third in the disgustingly loud Formula 5000 car. Far from here, actually, they've got a factory in Liverpool. The local main car is on the which was originally due to be here. It's on the at the moment, but even still, a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, just under 300 horsepower in this car. And it weighs absolutely nothing, 555 kilos at the curve. It's an incredible machine. And you can't hide them, they are road legal machines. Mitchell BTCC Cruise vehicle story The Audi 80 Super Touring car. I mean, super is certainly a word nice. Car for you, they used to call the Morgan before the Aero race, they called it the 4.4 because it's less than 4.4 litre 440 brake horsepower V8.